Hello, family. This is Language Bridge International Channel. Today we are come to talk about how foreigners are being treated in Belarus, how foreign students are being treated. Is there a racism or is there a discrimination in Belarus? Let's watch this video.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Tina.
Nice to meet you, Tina. Let me ask you some questions about your life in Belarus. Uh, where do you come from?
I'm from Ghana.
From Ghana. So, for how long have you been staying in Belarus?
I've been in Belarus for about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. So, what was the purpose of coming to Belarus?
I came to study
To study. What course are you doing?
IT.
IT course. Nice. So, what were your first impressions when you came to Belarus?
Hmm. Belarus generally is a very quiet country, very cool. It's a very nice place. I like I like the first impression I got from how the country is.
Okay, so it's a nice place to
Mm-hmm.
live. Um, People in Belarus normally don't speak English.
Yeah,
So, did you find any
very rare.
difficulty communicating with Belarusians?
Yeah, to be honest, I had to use Google Translator, but even that, sometimes like the translator is not able to get exactly what you want to communicate, what you want to, yeah. So we just have to manage it like that. 'Cause, I mean, just translate, and then also I guess I had to try to also learn a few things about the language as well, like hi, hello, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Some survival Russian.
Mm-hmm.
But then you did a course of Russian
Yes, I did a Russian course for 10 months.
for 10 months. So, was it okay for you, like the course duration, to, to learn the language well enough?
I think, well, for a language, like definitely, uh, 10 months would not be enough to learn like a whole complete language. But yeah, it was very good. We had 2 hours a day,
Okay.
5 days a week. Yes, and mhm.
Then
I
again,
tried my best, and yeah, it was going very cool.
and
Yeah.
again, living in the environment where no one speaks English, I think it helped too.
Yeah, it helped. And one very interesting thing is that like when they notice that you are speaking English, yeah, no, you are speaking Russian with them, or like if you are trying,
Mm.
it makes it more fun and interesting because they like to see people try to learn their language. Yeah.
Okay. So people in Belarus, are they friendly towards foreigners, blacks specifically?
Hmm, I wouldn't say they are not. I mean, a few like generally they are not that friendly. But then if you need help, they would help. I don't know if you get what I mean. And one like mostly if you don't even speak Russian at all, then they'll be very hostile towards you. That's one thing I noticed. But if you know the language a bit, and then you also need some help or something, because sometimes I think it's very irritating if someone is speaking to you and you don't understand. So I think that's generally one problem that makes them sometimes most of them like become very hostile and a bit.
Okay, so racist. So have you ever experienced something like
Oh
racism?
yeah.
Can you think of any situation? Can you tell us about any situation you?
Mhm. Mhm. There's one very I mean it's a very interesting one though,
Okay.
because the way it happened, like it's one experience that I don't think we would ever wipe off my memory. And
So what was that?
okay, so I went into the metro. I entered the metro, and there were 3 seats for, I mean, 3 people to sit, obviously. But there was this one old woman. She wasn't that old. I would say she was an old lady. Or a woman. I'll just say she was a woman. Yeah.
Okay.
So there were two sitting on the first two seats. So at least the third one I should have that since there was no one where I was. When I decided to sit there. But immediately I stood in front of her. She moved to in between the two seats. The second and the last seat. She was sitting on the second seat, so she moved to the third seat between the third and the second seat.
So they didn't want you to sit
Which was
beside
a
her.
very clear gesture that, madam,
You are not welcome.
you are not welcome.
So that was a situation
Yeah,
which
it was very very
you didn't
annoying.
expect people to behave like that.
hmm And not,
So
hmm
it's not kind of discrimination, but some attitude.
yeah, it's kind of for me it feels it's racist. Yeah, it's I don't know. Mm, I don't know what she was thinking at that moment, whether I was a monster or what, that I'm coming to bite it.
Okay, but any kind of situation like people when they see foreigners, maybe they'll sell something more expensive or something. No.
Mm, I have had that thought. Okay, well, for buying things, I don't really know. For me, as of now, it's just alleged. I haven't really had that experience. But then, when it comes to hostel fees, like
Okay.
school
Mhm,
side,
mhm.
yeah. But that's like in the hostel, foreigners pay much more than citizens.
Yes, but for this, like it's not the hostel people who decide how much to charge a foreigner, or it's the government. So
Mm,
it can be attitude towards, and it's not
yeah.
about racism at all.
For that
It's
I
about
really
medicine,
understand because
any kind of service.
hmm
The foreigners will definitely
definitely
pay more.
yeah, in
Mm.
every country, like
But
it's
I've heard like
pretty much
some,
like that.
let's say if you want to rent an apartment,
Oh
and if
yeah.
they see a black
Mhm.
or a foreigner, no matter who,
Mhm. Mhm.
where you come from,
Okay,
they'll charge you more.
I've had a personal experience where I was looking for an apartment with my
Okay.
brother, and we got this particular apartment online, and then we called the. It was even through an agent. So the agent called the apartment owner. We talked, and the price on the site was $240 a month.
Mhm.
But I don't know what happened after we scheduled the time where we'll go to check the house and everything, to check the apartment. And everything. She, like a few hours to the time, she called the agent and then told him that she
Increase the price.
she increased the price,
Yeah.
that she forgot to change the price online on the site.
So it happened after she saw you.
She didn't see us, but
Maybe the agent said that they are
yes, because
foreigners.
definitely
Okay.
the agent has to make things very clear, and then she accepted at that moment, but I don't know, later on, a few hours later, she changed her mind
So it's
that
like
she would give
sometimes.
it for 280.
So it's like sometimes people think that okay, foreigners they have money. They come
Yeah,
here to
yeah,
study. They come here
yeah.
to live or on
It's
business.
very true.
Definitely they will have money because
Mhm. And
it's an
even
expense.
for like, even apart from this particular one, if you're a foreigner and then you want to find cheaper apartments, like they are very cheap and very nice apartments on like online.
Hmm.
But you would call and they'll tell you, no, I'm not giving it to foreigners. I've I've had that experience like so many times. No, I'm not giving it to foreigners.
But I'm sure it's mostly because of the language barrier. They can't communicate. They don't know how to express things.
Mm, I think I don't really think that's much of a problem though, because like for some people, because me for instance, like I might not be so good in Russian, but I'm able to communicate a little for
For now, yeah. For now,
understanding.
of course,
Yes.
you speak Russian.
So there are certain times like you would call, you would talk, and I'll communicate in Russian with them and all that, but then they'll be like, nah, I'm not giving it to a foreigner. Most of the time, it's not even about that you understand the language. It's not about the language barrier. Most of the time, it's about the fact that you're a foreigner. Because when they hear your voice and your accent,
They definitely know.
they could notice that you're a foreigner,
Hmm.
and through that they'll just tell you, no, I'm not giving it to foreigners. I mean, we are communicating, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Russian, but still they prefer not
Yeah.
to give it to a foreigner.
So I think it's not always about the language barrier, and even if it's about the language, there are online translators. I mean, so yeah.
So these are some examples of the maybe discrimination or
Mhm.
racism you can
Mhm.
experience from Belarusian people.
Yeah.
But all in all, is it a good place to live? Are Belarusians good people to make friends with? Like, have you made
Hmm.
friends here in Belarus? I mean,
Not
with Belarusian people.
not not exactly. I'll say I've made acquaintances.
Okay.
Yeah, not like people I'll call friends, but people I'll call acquaintances. We
Hmm.
meet. I mean, we exchange greetings, we hug, and then that's it. If we till we meet again.
And then you meet again
Yeah.
and greet again.
Yeah.
Okay, Faustina, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It was nice time, and
Thank you.
it's good you've shared your experience with the rest. Thank you.